Hey you guys, it is Destiny back with another video, and you're watching the Dessa Mania channel on YouTube. Welcome to the final video of 2025 on the Dessa Mania channel. Wow, a lot happened this year for me personally and in the wrestling business. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. I just wanted to make a quick statement here. Highlight for me of this year, obviously, was bringing my daughter into the world. Very blessed to be her mama. And let's get into the video. Wow, a lot happened this year. Let's talk about John Cena's retirement first, I guess. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about some other stuff. Some wrestling deaths that occurred this year. I didn't see too many of them, but I know some big names that died this year. Let's talk about Cena retirement first. He turned heel in March at the Elimination Chamber. We all saw him turn heel on Cody Rhodes. And, it was a shocking moment. People were comparing it to Hulk Hogan turning heel and joining the NWO at Bash to the Beach 1996. We're going to talk about Hogan again in a little bit. So, yeah. He turned heel on Cody. They did not have the best WrestleMania match. It was not the best WrestleMania at all this year. It was honestly one of the weaker ones. I don't know. But then they had an awesome match at SummerSlam this year. I'm not going to do any match listings this year because I just can't pick one. There was so many good ones in TNA and probably AEW. I started watching AEW at the beginning of the year, and when I got further into my pregnancy with Trinity, it just got really hard to keep up with stuff and focus on things. My attention span was really bad this year, so I kind of just stopped reviewing stuff for a while, newer stuff. But I'm gonna get back into AEW next week. Tomorrow, obviously, we got TNA. Although, by the time this is uploaded, it'll probably be midnight, so. Yeah. Wow. What else happened this year? John Cena, he had matches with Randy Orton, and very good matches with Randy Orton, AJ Styles. His match with Logan Paul this year was actually really good, which is saying something. Return of the year, obviously, was AJ Lee. At first it was Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar for me, and then AJ Lee came back a couple months later, and I was like, this is freaking great. Hello, Tessa. Hey. Quit scratching the couch. Cats like to scratch the couch. Come here, Tess. Come here, baby. Hold on. I'm trying to get my cat up here with me. Come here, baby. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, Cena. He had matches against AJ Styles and stuff. AJ Lee came back. Great moment. And then, wow. A lot of stuff. Joe Hendry. He was at WrestleMania. That was one of the bright spots for me at WrestleMania. And freaking Joe Hendry debuted at WrestleMania against Randy Orton, and then he officially signed with WWE. He won the TNA World Heavyweight Championship this year, which was pretty cool. And then frick, Mike Santana, he did the same thing at Bound for Glory this year. I hope he wins it back again next year, because I don't like that he got to defend that like once and then lost it. Frick. What else happened? Jack on. Frickin' Sabu, he died. That one sucked. That one sucked. I remember coming up here and talking about that. That one hit me. Hulk Hogan, he passed away. The great Ozzy Osbourne, he died. You gotta love Ozzy. And who doesn't? He was at WrestleMania 2. There's Tessa. Hey, sweetie. Yeah, you wanna be on camera? You wanna say hi? You wanna say hi? No, she keeps turning her head away from the camera. It's okay. It's okay, baby. But, TNA, they announced their new TV deal for this year on AMC. It's going to be starting on January 15th, I believe. Yeah. Everything, the classic content from WWE is leaving Peacock tomorrow, which, that sucks. That really that actually makes me kind of upset. I talked about that too this year. Wow. Let's see, Joe Hendry got his first ever proper wrestling figure, not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, I think. I guess there's gonna be a TNA figure line. Tessa. And then, frick, I mean, let's see who else passed away. I know Hulk Hogan did. I know Sabu did. Bob Caudle, he announced for, like, WCW and stuff like that. He passed away. Sting made his final appearance in face paint, last weekend. It was on the 20th of December. And then his son, Stephen Borden Jr., he debuted. I think he might be signing with AEW. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, they won, well, they didn't win the tag team titles, but they got back together as a team. And then Edge, I believe, or Adam Copeland got written off TV to go film another season for the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, which it's pretty good. I've watched it. He does a really good job in it. So if you want to check that out, yeah, it's really good. Let's see what else happened this year. CM Punk, he won the World Heavyweight Championship twice. Once he got cashed in on, and then the other time he didn't. So he beat Jey Uso for it. CM Punk main evented his first WrestleMania this year, which was really cool. I was happy for him in that respect. AJ Styles, he made his return to TNA for the first time in 11 years, which I really enjoyed. If it hadn't have been for Brock Lesnar and AJ Lee coming back, I probably would have had that as return of the year. Okay, in terms of for TNA, I think it'd be return of the year. But in terms of WWE, I think it's AJ Lee. Would have been Lesnar had AJ not come back, but I think it's got to be AJ Lee on this one. Let's see what else happened here. Wow. A lot of stuff happened, really. I mean, frick, Vince McMahon, he turned 80. It's a milestone, I guess. Yeah, good for him. Whatever, but you know, Raw debuted on Netflix. I just hate that they have they have 3 different freaking streaming platforms for you to watch everything on now. Ugh. Wow. Let's see here. Triple H went into the Hall of Fame. He headlined this year. Lex Luger, he learned how to walk again. He posted a thing on Twitter, I think. It was him putting up Christmas lights, and he was using a step ladder and stuff, or climbing a ladder to do it, and it was really cool to see that. Really cool to see Lex Luger able to get his mobility back. That was very cool. Just shows you that miracles do happen. Thanks to Diamond Dallas Page too that helped him. Lex actually went into the Hall of Fame this year, so that was pretty cool. I just wish he would have been able to walk out on stage and stuff, but it's fine. Let's see, Pentagon Jr., he made his debut in WWE this year. Hasn't really done much, but he was the Iron Man of the Royal Rumble this year, I think. Gunther, he retired Goldberg and John Cena this year. I still think Cena's and Goldberg's retirements kind of sucked, which, I hope that's not the case next year. I really hope that if Chris Jericho comes back, they give him a good one. I hope if they give AJ a good one that he gives a good one. Brock Lesnar, you better freaking give him a good one. You know, a lot of people seem to be retiring next year, and I have the feeling I'm probably going to have to come up here and talk about that a lot next year. I mean, my channel is going to be going into more of a TNA direction of, like, TNA content. It's going to have to, because I can't watch the pay-per-views and stuff this year, probably, unless I don't know. I'll try to watch some of them next year, if I can. But, like, $30 a month for ESPN, and it's like, that's so little much. I liked the network, or just keep it on Peacock. I don't care. But I mean, I guess let's get into some predictions. Oh yeah, Cody Rhodes welcomed his second daughter into the world this year. Okay, let's get into some predictions, I guess. Next year, I predict that Chris Jericho will come back to the Royal Rumble. He's not gonna win it, but he'll enter at number 30. I predict that Braun Breaker is going to win the Royal Rumble and defeat CM Punk at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight title. I predict that Dominic Mysterio will win Money in the Bank in 2026. I predict that Obafemi and Joe Hendry will be called up to SmackDown early in 2026. I'm going to go with this one. For the second year in a row, I'm predicting that Adam Copeland and Christian Cage will win the AEW Tag Team Championships. It's more likely next year because they're back together as a team, and I'm sure they're going to be doing something when Copeland comes back. I haven't been watching AEW for the past couple months, so I don't know what Christian Cage has been doing or if he has been doing anything. But yeah, imagine they'll want to get their hands on FTR. I predicted that during his retirement tour, AJ Styles will have one last match or run in TNA. And he will face Mike Santana or Frankie Kazarian for the TNA Heavyweight Championship. I predict that either the Hardys or Eric Young will go into the TNA Hall of Fame in 2026, possibly both. I predict that the Righteous, Vincent and Dutch, will defeat the Hardys for the Tag Team Championships in 2026. I also predict that Gunther will be the one to retire Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2026. Wow. I have more. I just need to think of them. Let's see, what else happened this year? Oh, wow. Let's see, Jacob Fatu, he won the US Championship? Yeah. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Another prediction. I predict that Jacob Fatu will make his return in the Royal Rumble match. I predict that Drew McIntyre will beat Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship on the January 9th edition of SmackDown, and he will have help from a returning Randy Orton, who will turn on Cody Rhodes. I predict that Cody Rhodes will face Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Wow, I mean, that's really all that. No, it doesn't. I've predicted AJ Lee will win the Women's Intercontinental Championship from Becky Lynch. Or not from Becky Lynch, but Maxine Dupree. I predict Jordynne Grace will finally be called up to the main roster. And I predict that Tessa Blanchard will win the TNA Knockouts Championship sometime next year. I don't know, that's really all I have. I don't really know what else to talk about other than, wow, I don't really know. I'm glad TNA got their new TV deal. Hopefully that'll get more eyes on their product. MJF, he just won the AEW title for a second time. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Adam Cole. Cole might be retiring, possibly, which sucks because he still had a lot to prove. Yeah, I don't know really what else to talk about other than just subscribe. If you haven't already, please hit the notification bell so you won't miss any new content. And I'll see you guys next year. Well, technically tomorrow, next year, whatever, same thing for TNA. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year, and God bless.